You know, I kind of wanted to make a video about Stephon Gilmore's performance in the Super Bowl. However, I felt like I kind of covered him a lot when I just made all those videos about the Super Bowl right after it happened. And then lately, when I turned all my videos to 10 plus minutes, I kind of figured, well, I just don't have a full 10 minutes on Stephon Gilmore. But then when I started making these shorter videos, I kind of figured, hey, this is actually a perfect situation to make a Stephon Gilmore video. So my timing isn't exactly the best. However, I still think he deserves a video, and I figured now is as good time as any to make one, other than, months ago. First off, I'll start off with a play that he actually didn't really have any impact on, but I think I'll go to show just basically his overall impact throughout the game. It's going to be one-on-one coverage, and that receiver is going to be running a go route, and it's a go route against press coverage, so this actually is a pretty dangerous situation for Gilmore. I mean, a go route against press coverage is a great situation for a receiver, especially a fast receiver, because you could potentially just blow by your intended man. So it's already starting off bad, but it's actually going to get a lot worse right here, and here's why. Gilmore's going to reach his left arm out to try to create contact. However, this contact really just isn't going to work out too well. Really, you want to get that left shoulder pad. However, he doesn't start this play off too well, and now he's kind of off balance, and he can't really create any contact. So at this point, what do? Well, the first thing to do is turn around and start running backwards, right? That's step number one. Okay, well, he did that, but now what? This seems like a bad situation where he's going to have to win basically just a straight-up foot race where only the receiver knows where you're going. And the reality is, yeah, that's the situation. It's not a good situation for Gilmore. It's a foot race. But look at how Gilmore not only wins the foot race, but looks back as soon as something happens and was ready for a potential play anywhere else on the field. I'm showing that play to kind of show what the Rams were up against. Not only is Gilmore so good that when he has a bad situation, he can still win his one-on-one matchup, but even when he's in a desperation type situation, he can still look around behind him and seeing what's going on in front of him. That's just a great mixture of both awareness and just being able to be a good athlete. Really, his awareness was key in the Super Bowl, as was so many of those Patriots players. That's kind of one of the things that sets the Patriots apart from every other team in the league. While every team has select smart players, the Patriots have so many smart players, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and Gilmore is absolutely one of them. Like on this one, it's going to be a cover 4 zone, and what would you do against a cover 4? Well, you want to do a lot of short passes, right? That makes a lot of sense. And since the Rams have 2 receivers running those 2 routes right over there, that route in particular might be a decent route to throw to. Sure, it does kind of go straight in somebody's zone, however, the Patriots zone that it's going in is pretty far over, so I don't know if I would fully say that this is a bad situation. Meanwhile, Gilmore is all the way over there, and again, he's in charge of covering that zone on the top right-hand corner of the screen, so he wouldn't really be able to get into this play, right? Not exactly. Look at how he's able to just basically read it and see what's going on, and he's going to abandon his assignment kind of, but not really. Because he knows no one else is in his assigned zone, so why does he have to worry about being in that direction? He's going to run in and make a tackle for just a short gain, so that was just a tremendous play by him. Sometimes when you see a corner who makes a tackle, right off the bat you might be thinking, oh man, he made a bad play but just had to recover with a tackle. Well, that time that was not the case, because his tackle was not in his assigned zone. He just realized what was going on and was able to run in and make a tackle. That's also why if you're a general manager, you can't neglect tackling if you're going after a corner. While tackling is probably the least important in a corner than any other defensive position, it still matters. Also, one thing that made Gilmore so great that night was that he just never quit. You know, the old saying, it's never too late to come back. Well, he definitely always stayed going. Like on this play, once again, it's a one-on-one matchup, and take a look at what's going to happen post-snap. As of right now, he's getting beat. I mean, this is just not a good situation for Gilmore at all. Brandon Cooks is the fast guy, and every now and then he is going to beat you. I mean, that just happens, and that's what's happening here. But what I really like about Gilmore is, you know how to say in baseball, when the ball is hit over your head, don't look up at the ball the whole time. You got to turn your head, run to a spot, then look up and make the catch. Well, that's kind of what Gilmore did here. But instead of running to a spot, he's basically just following Cooks. And whenever Cooks is going to go up to try to get the ball, that's when he's then going to realize, okay, I got to go up and try to get the ball too. He doesn't actually look for the ball until right before it's thrown, and he's able to knock the play up. Just a great job of coming back by Gilmore on that one. Of course, when you think about Gilmore in the Super Bowl, there's one play in particular you're going to think about the most, and that was his incredible interception at the end of the game. Although, if I'm being honest, it was really the situation that made it incredible, not exactly the play itself. I mean, if you take a look at what's going to happen here, it's kind of a beaten to death, actually. I think a lot of you guys already know what happened on this play, just because, I mean, literally, everyone talked about the play after the Super Bowl. But it's going to be a cover 0, meaning it's just one-on-one coverage across the board, and he's going up against a go route right there. I've also even broken this down on my video about why Jared Goff played so poorly in the Super Bowl, because, again, it's a big play in the Super Bowl. But I'm also breaking it down again here, because now I'm breaking it down from Gilmore's perspective, whereas in that video I broke it down from Jared Goff's perspective. And if you look at Gilmore, he's doing the right thing to do in a cover 0 of not letting that receiver get behind him. I think a lot of people would think, oh, well, go route's great against a cover 0 because there's definitely going to be a one-on-one matchup, right? But the reality is that's not exactly the case, because if you're a corner, you're definitely going to make sure that you don't get beat deep. Really, probably a slant route's actually the best way to beat a cover 0, because if that receiver gets by his assigned man, then he can run all the way for a touchdown. A go route in this situation isn't really much better against a cover 0 than it would be against a cover 1 or cover 3. Even a cover 2 zone would basically have the same effect as this route. Really, it's not the best route to run here. But he's going to try Gilmore anyways, and it's going to end up being probably the most regrettable decision of his young career to this point. And so, of course, the story of that play absolutely was Goff making a mistake. I mean, that really was the story of that play. But how often have we seen a quarterback make a mistake and then a defensive player isn't able to capitalize on it? It happens all the time. That's what champions do. When they have an opportunity, they don't miss it, and Gilmore absolutely did not miss any opportunity in the Super Bowl. So anyways, I figured that'd be another good quick video to talk about, just have some fun and kind of pump out some more videos while I'm making my top 40 quarterback rankings list. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, thanks for watching.